Navigate to squarespace.com and click Login or Get Started. Select any of the options that match with your business. When you're ready, click Finish. Next, choose your site title and brand personality. Set your title here. You can see example options here. Click Next to continue. Now you'll be brought to the Squarespace AI customization page. This is where you can go ahead and select specific sections of your website and have AI build it for you. Go ahead and select any that match your business. You'll see things populate here. All of this content can be customized afterwards. This is just to get you started. When you're ready, click Next to continue. Now this is going to ask you which pages you want added to your site. Some of these will be brought over from the previous step. Make sure to click on any ones that you want and unclick the ones you don't. When you're ready, click Next to continue. Now you'll select a color palette. They'll show you a recommended option, but you can choose whichever you want. You can customize this completely later. Select which font you like and click Next. Squarespace will begin building your website. Once your website is finished building, you can go ahead and start customizing it. So let's go ahead and explore the editor. Up here, we've got our header and we've got all of our buttons that will take us directly to the spot on the page or to a separate page. You can set these in multiple pages for specific sections on your website. Right now we're on the home page. On the left, you have all of your editing options and it has an intuitive interface. This is good for navigation and editing tools. To begin editing, click this button in the top left corner that says Edit. Click that now. Now we're presented with this wonderful large space area to go ahead and visually edit anything on our site. Click Edit Section. This will bring up a menu to allow us to select different options like background colors, spacing, dividers. We click in background, we can see that we can add a specific image or video or color. Go to colors. We can go ahead and quickly change the color of the text, change the entire layout of the website. Once we're happy with how that section has come out, we can go on to the next section. We can add a section here. Lots of options to select. You just grab and drop. Once you finish making changes that you want, you can go ahead and hit the Save button and all your changes will be saved. When you're done, you can go ahead and hit Exit. And now you'll be back to review everything. If you go over on the left-hand side, look at the page structure, add pages directly to the menu navigation. We see that there's certain things that are in here that are not in the menu navigation by design. If you wanted them to be, you could just simply drag and drop and it would automatically update inside there. If we go back, we can look at our styles. This is going to bring up our global styles for the website. This is going to determine how all of our colors and our fonts and the main theme is. We have the ability to override that and select different things. You really can go in and customize everything from adding effects, fonts, colors, form fields, how buttons are shaped, how forms are shaped, everything. We go down into assets right here. This is where all of our media will be stored. Any images, videos, or anything like that that you already have, you can add a folder or click Upload in the top right corner. Now let's look at scheduling. Go into scheduling here and a new page will open up. And this is going to walk you through the process of creating your scheduling page. Create appointment types, one-on-one or group classes. You can go in and set specific availability for when these appointments can be booked. And then you can actually go in and click Design and design how the page is going to look. So you've got your style settings over here, background color to match your theme, or you can go ahead right here and just click Match My Website. And it'll do that for you. Don't forget to click Save. Now, if we click into Pages and go down to Appointments, we can see how our appointment form looks. So this is how it will be viewed when anybody comes on your website and they can select their specific date. We haven't set up any availability right now, so that's why this isn't populating. But once you set your availability up, people can schedule. Let's check out how to make a contact form and navigate to our contact page. We'll go into edit mode by clicking the edit button in the top left corner to edit our Contact Us section. This form here is completely customizable. You can make them required or non-required. You can go in and dictate what will happen once a user hits the submit button and specify where to redirect them to afterwards if that's what you want them to do. Additionally, you can also use pre-built templates that are already set up for you. If you go ahead and add a section, click Contact, and it will create a section based on your current design theme. So if you wanted to switch it, you could easily do so. Now it's just a simple contact form. Make sure to hit save, and then you can click exit to exit out of edit mode. When somebody submits a form, you'll be able to go into contacts on the left-hand side and selecting lists and segments. This is going to show you your current contact list segmented by different audiences or different viewers or users. You'll have your subscribers, new subscribers, along with a bunch of other different filters and options. And you can click into any one of those and get their specific information as well. Another thing you may want to do, which can help with your SEO, is adding a blog. You can add a blog by going over to your left-hand sidebar and clicking on Pages. In the menu navigation, hit the plus, scroll down and click Blog. Now you'll be presented with a page that's going to ask you, how do you want your blog to look visually? Select which one makes the best sense for you, and it'll add it to your menu navigation. Once it's added, it'll automatically take you to the blog page, and there you can customize your blog and posts. To add content, click the plus button and begin editing your blog. Enter a title for your blog. Write your blog or paste your content in here, and you have complete control over stylization and formatting options. You can add images, change text colors, and personalize it exactly like you want. When done, hit save, or if ready to publish your blog, hit publish. You could also schedule your blog. For now, I'll click save. Then we'll exit and head back. So now we can see that blog post 1 has automatically updated there. Blogs are automatically made to be first whenever you add a new one, and it shows that it's in draft format, meaning it's not live on your site. If you plan to sell yoga merchandise or offer the option for people to pay and book their class online, you can go ahead and set up e-commerce features or products. You can go over to your left side taskbar here and select products and services. You can go ahead and add your product with pricing, SKU information, images, and description. This will open a menu asking what kind of product you want to add. For a yoga studio, the service option makes the most sense. Click service. And this will bring us to a page that lets us customize our service, what we want to call it, and add a description. We can even post if it's on sale, set a sale price, make it a subscription based by clicking on subscriptions here in the bottom. We also have the option to connect any other seller tools like product reviews, any related products, or feature products. There's also a marketing section where you can add SEO and URLs, as well as an option to provide social sharing links and connect your social accounts, as well as an option for creating checkout forms and custom buttons. You can go right in here and create a new form. You can click Add a Form field, add any form field you want, and then select it from the menu once it populates. Then you'll hit Apply, and that will go ahead and populate it in this window. Another thing to consider when creating your website is SEO and making sure your site is optimized for search engines so that you can land on the first page for your yoga studio. So the best way to do that is to go down here and click Settings in the lower left corner, and we'll go up to Marketing on the left-hand sidebar and select SEO Appearance. This tool shows you at a glance what's missing from your site, what needs to be updated, and how many of them you should have. And you can click this button here, Improve with AI, if you'd like, and it'll handle most of that for you. If you'd rather not do that, you have the option to go in and set up SEO keywords all on your own. If you have a Google Search Console account, you can go ahead and connect that by clicking this button right here. You can also see a complete SEO checklist by clicking this button here at the top. Or if you'd rather hire an SEO expert, you can click here to do that as well. For now, you can just go in and review your current SEO. It's going to pull information from your homepage. So once you populate content there, it will automatically pull that in here, but you have the option of overwriting some specific info if you want to try to target certain keywords. And you could add a site description here as well. You can do that for the homepage or on specific pages or items. The final thing we'll look at here is mobile view and preview. With most traffic coming from mobile, it's important that you adopt a mobile-first mindset whenever creating your site. You want things to be clear, and you want any calls to action to line up perfectly inside of a mobile display. What we can do is click on this button in the top right-hand corner and view our site, how it's going to look in mobile. Right away, we can see that this image right here is not looking so good in a mobile format. So we may want to swap out that image to something that's going to look better in a mobile format. Also, our products are all the way down here. We may want to move those up a little. So having a mobile preview is helpful because it shows us what the user is going to experience. We want to make sure that the site is fully responsive and that people can navigate it without having too much hassle. So the only thing I'm seeing right now is just an image that needs to be updated. Everything else looks great. So the final steps before you publish your site and make it live to the world is to just go through and make sure everything works. Test your appointment booking forms, contact forms, test all links, make sure everything works. And then when you're ready, you can go down into the bottom left-hand corner and click Settings. Under Settings, click on Domains and Email and connect your domain. If you don't have a domain, you can purchase one through Squarespace or a third party and connect it as well. Once that's set up, you can publish your website. You won't be able to publish until you have the domain set and a plan selected. So as soon as you go ahead and do that, your site will be live. You can view it by going to the web address or previewing it from your Squarespace dashboard. That's how to get started with setting up a Squarespace website.